Hi guys, it's album review time, Revolution Saints and Eagle Flight. So April the 21st on Frontiers, this is released, came to be early by the Frontiers label obviously, so thank you to those guys for sending me this album to listen to. And it's the first album without Jack Blades from Night Ranger and Doug Aldrich, Whitesnake and Dio. This one actually introduces Joel Hoekstra on guitar and Jeff Pilson on the bass. Dean Castronovo obviously on vocals and drums, and you've got ADV on the keyboards. So I've done a few reactions to these songs. There's been four singles out so far, and they've all been brilliant in one way or the other. Totally blew me away, all of them really, and sort of guaranteed before even listening to the rest of this album, that it's going to be great. I mean, I was thinking, you know, there is a chance that the 4 songs are going to be good and the rest is going to be awful, but no chance whatsoever actually. The whole album is absolutely brilliant, and you know, some of these songs, that the best singles, some of it's been matched, almost beaten on the rest of these tracks. So a no filler album without a doubt. An absolutely superb album. Does it sound good as well? Well, yeah, it does. It sounds really good. Sometimes with ADV's production, I think, you know, I think it's all good, but sometimes he excels himself with production. I think this is one of those times. Obviously, it depends who the artist is as well, but this is a real full production. Everyone sounds absolutely brilliant. Hoekstra's guitar sounds amazing, and some of that is really fed in with ADV's production. You know, he's really bright and clear, and of course you've got Jeff Pilson's bass rumbling along in the mix, and you've got Castronovo's drums as well. They sound great. It's a great sounding album, and it's a great album altogether. Easily, for me, the best Revolution Saints album so far. And I mean, I think that the introduction of Hoekstra and Pilson is a brilliant one. They brought something to this project and excelled everything that was in it to begin with, that was great, and made it better. It's an outstanding album. It's a bit heavier. It's a little bit darker, I would say. And all round, it's just a better album. It just really is such a solid album, but I sort of knew it would be. So what are we looking at here? Let's go through the tracks of this amazing album. We start off with the single Eagle Flight. This was the first single that was released. Get a short little piano intro if you haven't heard it. Then it's just epic melodic rock from there. Immediately you hear the massive influence of Pilson and Hoekstra. It's a beautifully crafted track. It sort of has a melancholy feel to it, but a heaviness at the same time. It's outstanding. Then we move on to Talking Like Strangers. Another single. Again, the rumbling bass. It's just no mistaking sometimes the bass from Pilson. The guitar work from Hoekstra right up front again. And a chorus again as well that's just a certain sort of sadness to it, a melancholy to it. It's just brilliant. Castronovo's vocals pulling at the heartstrings in an emotionally charged song. Although it's sort of not a ballad in pace, you know, it could be construed as being a ballad, as the feel of one. Then we move on to another single, Need Each Other. Things do slow down for a sort of heavy ballad this time. An outstanding song that sees piano sort of weaving its way in and out with guitar all the way through it near enough. Castronovo's powerful vocals reaching some amazing heights with this one. He's got so much control in his voice. The chorus again is just perfect. Hoekstra shreds on this one with a sort of precision in between some beautifully heart-wrenching guitar melodies. Amazing track. Kids Will Be Kids. So this is the first time I heard a song that wasn't a single. And if you thought the brilliance would stop at that, at the singles, you'd be mistaken. A riffy track, there's some great synth touches to keep it within those AOR melodic hard rock vibes. The chorus sees Castronovo exceed himself once more. Another extremely catchy and classy track. I'll Cry For You is next. A ballad, a proper ballad I would say this time. Maybe if Need Each Other could be construed as not being a ballad, this track gives you that ballad. It's still got a load of heavy moments throughout though, with Hulkstra's guitar playing a big part throughout. There's like a whirling piece of synth work through the chorus, makes it ultra melodic. Again, this band really tug at the heartstrings in a brilliant track. Crime of the Century is next. Another single. So 4 singles, remember I told you. And what a great one it is. Maybe the most catchy chorus on the whole album with this one. But other than that, we get some real heavy, sort of chuggy, riffy parts as well. Has a huge stadium filling feel to it, as the album has in general. A very short but outstanding guitar solo to top off a great track. Set Yourself Free is next. Although Dean's vocals will give you that Journey feel, because there's no denying, you know, that the relationship with, you know, in the band with Journey, and when he sings, his vocals just, you know, have that Perry feel, obviously. And obviously his vocals fit the Journey band absolutely perfectly. You know, a lot of people would actually like him as the singer in Journey, but this song gives me more Journey feels than any other track on this album. It's not just the vocals. Hulkstra's guitar melodies sort of give you that Neil Schon feel all throughout, and the overall feel of this excellent up-tempo track just gives me those Journey vibes. It really does. A rocking, a totally brilliant track. Next up is Sacred, a medium-paced song. Man, this one. Here we go. This is just outstanding. Castronovo and Pilson provide an excellent rhythm section of galloping melodic rock here. Hulkstra keeps changing from chugging to subtle galloping as well throughout. All summed up, it provides an excellently standout track on this already brilliant album. To top it all, a gem of a chorus just leaves you wanting more. Outstanding stuff. Sacred is a gem of a track. Once More is the next track. Another ballad, but it's so much more than that. The band really go big on these slower songs, they really do. As this really emotional charged track was coming through my headphones, I was totally amazed by Hulkstra's guitar work on this one. So much interesting guitar work going on here, and together with a great mix and subtlety from Hulkstra as well. It never sort of intrudes on the overall direction and feel of the track. Really clever stuff from Joel Hulkstra here. Amazing stuff. And then the last track, Save It All. Most different sounding track compared to the rest of the album, I would say. It sort of starts with a almost Thin Lizzy guitar melody at the beginning. I'd say whereas 90% of the album tugs at the heartstrings, and even in its heavier moments, this has a more upbeat feel. It's also the track that I would say would fit amongst the first 3 albums more than any other track on this album. It's catchy, melodic rock from this outstanding band. Well guys, I think this was a bit of a no-brainer, this one. We knew it was going to be outstanding, and it is. April the 21st on Frontiers, Revolution Saints, Eagle Flight. Let me know guys, have you liked all the singles so far? Have you heard the snippets? I think there's snippets out there of the album, I'm not 100% sure. But tell me what you think. Are you going to get it? Are you looking forward to it? Man, it's a great album. Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you soon.